Hello, I'm Leon, and this is Korean Software Service. This is the first series on practical use of Microsoft 365 Copilot. An overview of Microsoft 365 Copilot. So, Copilot is now fundamentally changing the way we operate our business, going beyond just being an interesting technology. Today, we will take some time to delve deeply into Microsoft 365 Copilot. As I mentioned earlier, today is the first day of a series on practical applications of Copilot, discussing why Copilot is important for your business environment and how work data can be protected and utilized. Let's explore everything from an overview of Copilot to its practical applications. We spend so much time reading countless email, writing reports, and organizing data that we often don't have enough time for the truly important decision making. Microsoft 365 Copilot was created to free us from such a repetitive and exhausting task. It will not just be a secretary that answers questions, but will act as a co-pilot that fully understands your work context and collaborate with you. Today, I will summarize how Copilot safely handles our data and how it is applied in real-world situations. When companies introduce AI, the first question they often ask is whether their business data might leak outside, which is a valid concern. To get straight to the point, Microsoft 365 Copilot operates on a robust enterprise data protection system. Therefore, you don't need to worry about data leakage. And there is another noteworthy piece of recent news here. Microsoft has recently onboarded Anthropic to hyperscale. This means leveraging the performance of more advanced language models while maintaining enterprise-level security. In short, the prompt or internal document data you enter will never be used for training external AI models. It means you are essentially borrowing the latest AI intelligence within a secure perimeter. Therefore, the biggest advantage is that you can use it with confidence even when dealing with sensitive internal payment document or project plan. So, how does Copilot specifically generate answers? The key is real-time integration and context. While typical chatbot relies solely on data learned in the past, Microsoft 365 Copilot is different. The moment you enter a prompt, it references not only the latest real-time internet-based information, but also the contents of my work that you currently have access to. For example, if you are creating a document in Word, Copilot doesn't just write text. It constructs the contents based on emails you have sent before, Teams chat, and related documents stored in SharePoint. In other words, it just doesn't provide the user information floating around on the internet. but rather delivers results that are perfectly tailored to our company's situation. This is why we call Copilot a work assistant rather than just a search machine. Now let's do a simulation through a real case. Let's assume that you are an operation manager managing human resource. Suddenly, we are in a situation where we need to update the job description for the new department. Due to the launch of this new project, we need to quickly draft the job description for the new engineer. At this time, we can open a Copilot session and issue commands like this. If you say, create a draft job description for the engineer for the new project, it can automatically generate a draft using the standard JD format and basic items. But this is not the end here. If we say we can to specify it, we can talk about including our company's security regulation and the latest mandatory qualification here. And if we attach a document like these companies' security regulations and request it from Copilot, we can update the contents by referencing such internal documents. We can also expand on this. If we say to create a competency specification that distinguishes between level 1 for newcomers and level 3 for experts based on this content, we can systematize the necessary competencies by job level. If you had done this manually, it would have taken several hours, but with just a few clicks and prompt, you can complete this part in under 10 minutes. This continuous feedback is dramatically improving the quality of our work. Now let's try this part as a practical exercise. Now, I will take a step further here. Microsoft 365 Copilot allows you to create agents optimized for specific business processes. As you can see here, there is a logistic warehouse management agent. Now, when a warehouse manager asks the agent, what is the current status of delivery number 1234? Instead of checking thousands of delivery status in the database, the agent can access the data in real time to check the current location and calculate the time, providing an immediate response with the current location and estimate arrival time. In this way, it has evolved beyond simply writing text to Stagey, where it helps facilitate actual business sections by linking to specific data sources within the organizations. Through this, IT manager can build a customized AI environment that fits the characteristic of the organization's work. Now, today we have looked at the security, operating principles, and real-world use cases of Microsoft 365 Copilot. I recommend that beginners visit the Microsoft Run site. The Microsoft Run site has a well-structured plan that allows you to run from the basic to advanced levels, following the official running path. And there is also a very useful space called the prompt gallery. You can take effective sample prompts created by other experts and modify them to fit your work. If you are a home user, you can get a feel for it with the free version. And if you are a business user, you can immediately experience the powerful security and organizational data integration features I mentioned today. AI is just a tool. However, how creatively you use that tool depends on your prompt. Based on what you learned today, I hope you can give wings to your work. This has been Korea Software Service. If you would like to learn more about certified training, please visit the Korea Software Service website. Thank you.